Welcome to Caroline's Library. Today we're talking about a dystopian dark fantasy series that's weird, but like a good weird. It's called After God, so let's get started with a quick story setup. 30 years ago, immense and mysterious creatures emerged from the sea and devastated parts of Japan. These creatures came to be known as gods or idolatry-prohibited organisms. Since their arrival, humans have been struggling to figure out how to destroy these deadly invaders, and the Anti-God Science Institute was formed to research and develop weapons capable of killing these IPOs, which is how we meet Tokunaga, an institute researcher and veterinarian who happens upon Waka, a high school girl who is determined to avenge her friend who was killed by one of these pseudo-gods. But Waka has a dangerous secret. She has the same eyes as these IPOs that she keeps hidden behind sunglasses. And when Tokunaga discovers this after a life-threatening encounter, he's quick to bring her to the Institute where she joins the task force of like-minded allies. But the question remains, what will it take for humans to destroy these deadly creatures? Could Waka's eyes be the key to ending the reign of these gods? After God is a dystopian story featuring ethically complex characters, supernatural horror, and haunting art. In the first 5 volumes, you quickly realize that no one is safe, as our crew of characters face seemingly insurmountable odds with the goal of eliminating the gods. And the story explores the lengths that people will go to in order to survive, how you quickly enter into morally questionable territory with the mindset that the ends justify the means. Within this main crew, Tokunaga stands out as my personal favorite as he tries to cling onto his morality and personal code when dealing with situations that could quickly result in an abandonment of your values and ethics. He is considerate, caring, and sensitive in a world that is harsh and cruel, and you feel his pain and suffering as he experiences loss, grief, and disillusionment. As for some people within Japanese society, they look at the gods with admiration, failing to see their true nature. The gaze of a god can result in instant death, so there are those who see the gods as a way out by providing a peaceful death. Parts of society have idolized the gods by making them appear desirable, as if they're considerate beings, and because of this, some vulnerable or suicidal individuals will often seek out a god in order to escape from their unhappy lives. On the other hand, there are some gods who take on a human form by choice, mostly out of an almost childlike curiosity. And after interacting with other humans, they start to form attachments and develop an understanding of emotions that challenge their original perspectives and principles. They begin to understand friendship and love. And there's one such relationship that I can't go into details about because of spoilers, but it's one of my absolute favorite dynamics in the story so far. First, because of the impact that this relationship has on the story, and second, because of the fascinating evolution of this god, as you see him struggling with complicated and conflicting emotions. In the midst of this intense storyline, there are some lighter moments scattered throughout. Niababa, our lovable cat, is almost a constant source of sarcastic remarks and hilarious interactions. Obikawa is another gem with his childish and goofy personality, and these playful moments are much appreciated to help lighten the mood of this sometimes merciless and grim story. So with all of that in mind, I am fascinated by this story and super interested to see where it'll go with upcoming volumes. This is a disturbing and weird story that is undeniably captivating, and I highly recommend that you give it a chance. Thanks for popping on to watch this review. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more content each week. And until next time, happy reading!